Hey Connor, give us a wave. Oh man, that sounds amazing. Right. Okay, so I'm all fueled up with some amazing coffee. The sun is out and I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm now just going to pop in the postcode of where I'm going tonight. So the North Shore Hotel. 87 miles. Bosh, there we go. All right, brilliant stuff. Right, let's just get myself all sorted out and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Right, so here we are at the Ondermin. I've just had two, look at that, isn't that beautiful? I adore Bonnevilles. Yes, 2 cups of coffee and they were superb, so I'm all fueled up. Sat nav is all ready and now the tour starts proper as we're venturing to places I've not been before. So final destination is about 87 or maybe 90 miles away. Bosh. So about 3 hours if I just went there, apparently straight, but I'm sure I'll stop along the way. Oh. Right. Isn't that Bonneville gorgeous? It's a T120, T100 just there. I love the pea shooter exhausts. Beautiful bikes. Oh, there's another one right there. I think that's a scrambler. Yeah, scrambler. That's really nice. Right, first things first, let's carry on with the Relive app. resume. Excellent. I'll show you guys what that looks like at the end of the day. If you haven't already seen this app in action, I think you'll be impressed. Pop you in there. Plug you in. Get the comms on. Excellent. Oh, feeling good. And away we go. So that guy I was just talking to there, his name is Connor. So Connor, if you're watching this, hello. Thanks for chatting to me, and I really enjoyed talking to you, fella. And I loved your bike. So Connor's just started riding, from what I understood, and his MT-07 is brand spanking new. It was gorgeous too. I took a picture of it, so in the relive montage you should be able to see a picture of his MT-07, and he's completely gone to town on that bike. It's got the Acra system installed on it. He's got a quad lock mount on there too, and some bar end mirrors. It looks fantastic and it sounds amazing. A 20 plate too, so brand spanking new. And it was just great talking to him as an A2 license holder and just starting out. We were just talking about places to ride in the peaks and good roads and all that kind of stuff. And we got talking about the NC 500, one of my favourite rides. And I'm really excited for him. I got excited talking to him just through all the experiences he's yet to see, and as a biker, you know, I think he's going to have a whale of a time with his friends on that bike. And I wish you all the best in the future, my friend. Absolute pleasure talking to you. He was actually had the same idea as me today, as it's a window in the weather and it's been so miserable. He's taken advantage of taking a couple of days to get a few miles on the bike. I think he said he put 400 miles on his bike in the last couple of days, which is a good effort. Well done. Isn't this great? I love sections of road like this. I had the best cob ever in there today. I had a bacon and egg cob with some extra hash browns. Again, I believe I took a photograph of it, as you do. I'm on holiday, and that will appear in the montage. Because every tour needs a montage. Stony Middleton. But I'm paying the price. Thank goodness I didn't get a full Yonderman breakfast, because I'm feeling completely bloated just after that. Oh, stuffed. So it's a good thing I only had the cob. Okay, where are we going? Making a left momentarily. I think we might be heading towards Grindleford. So the deal right now is that, as I mentioned, I've got the sat-nav pinned to my end destination, and from now to there I've got no plans. The other days of today, start that again, can't get my words out. The following days of the tour, I've actually marked out way markers, points of interest, if you like, of where I wanted to go on this ride. And a lot of it was taken from the Motorcycle Tours book, I think, which every biker has got a copy of. So I used that as inspiration, and then I made some amendments here and there. So I'm hoping for some cracking roads, but for right here and now, it was really just about getting to the coast. So as we bimble along today, hopefully we'll get some good roads, and if I see of anything of interest I might pull in, and we'll go from there. Oh, okay. Carrying on straight. Well, that's cool. So after these traffic lights, there'll be roads unknown. I think I made a mistake there by having 2 coffees. I'm going to have dry mouth soon, so I'll have to have a cold drink. And then I'll be peeing every 5 minutes. But it was worth it to have that lovely conversation with Connor. go. Turning left. Okay. Ooh, looks nice. Oh, bridge. Pretty church. Kerbar. Hello, Kerbar. Bridge in, that looks nice. I think I've got carried away and gone the wrong way. Okay, let's try that again. Right. Where are you going to take me, Mr. Satnav? Magical mystery tour right now. And there's a pretty road. What a beautiful road. Nationals. Really don't know what to expect. It's that feeling of excitement and nervous, anxiety, I guess, going into the unknown. Wow, look at this. Wow. What are we doing, sausage? Look at this! What a treat! Woohoo! Massive grin! Woo! My powers of deduction think that this is a Roman road. Straight. Carrying on this way for another 5 miles by the looks of it. I'm not complaining. Oh wow, the landscape up here is just incredible. For me, I think it has to be a combination of good road and great views, not just one or the other, you know. That's the best biking road for me. It's just taking it all in while going through a great road. Well, just look how straight these roads are. Brilliant stuff. Look at it's still going on and on and on. You know, it's one of those, it reminds me of America, just straight road. Just another crossroad, yeah, it's another crossroad. What's the deal here? Are we back onto our main road? Up and away! Right, so I'll tell you a little bit more about Relive. Now this is an app that I've been using for a little while now, but not featured in any videos, and I've got nothing to do with the app. I'm not affiliated, or they're not paying me to talk about it or anything like that. So it's a free to use app that tracks your journey, you know, whatever you may be doing and by whatever means. I think it was initially developed for either cyclists or perhaps runners to track their journeys, but it has since been developed and progressed, and a lot of motorcyclists are using them for the same reason, you know, to track their journey. And it also incorporates any photographs that you might take along the way as well, and you can pause it for anywhere you stop and then press resume like I did at the Onderman. So it's not continually running when you're stationary. But what it produces, what its party trick is that it produces and renders a 3D map of your journey, and it literally cycles through everywhere that you've been. Oh, look at this. This is fantastic. Indicating your elevation, speed, and points of interest. And this map that it generates can be then shared, obviously, on any kind of social media platform. But you can also download it and use it for any other means, which is where it's caught my attention, because I thought I could use it in my videos. So that's what I'm going to give it a go even on this tour, and see how that works out. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that. Oh, hello horsies. Oh dear, I think I scared that horse there. I did slow down, I promise. I feel awful about that. What was I saying? Yes, it's free to use, which is fantastic. But if you want to use all the features with the app itself and get high definition quality maps, then there is a fee, like with all these things. But it's certainly a lot of fun to use on the free side of things, which is what I've been doing in recent rides. But for this, I'm going to be paying and to get the high definition maps. How pretty is this place? Now, as good as the app is, there are some down points to it, and the two that stick out are as follows. So one, it is completely dependent, as you would imagine, on signal. So if you're in an area with no signal, you're not going to be able to track your progress. And the other downside of it is, like with all GPS systems on mobile devices, is that it will drain your battery. So you have to keep it plugged in, hence why the phone is up there and plugged into the bike. But you know, there's ways around that, so that's not a biggie. Anywho, we'll see how today's one goes, and if it works out, you'll see it in this video. I don't know where I'm going to put it, at the end, beginning, in the middle, who knows. Who knows. So it's 12:30 now. I reckon I'm going to ride till about 1:30 or thereabouts, and then find somewhere for a cold drink. Okay, I've got no idea where I am at the moment. Hopefully I'll get out of the town soon. This does look familiar. Come on, sausage. Mansfield. Talk amongst yourselves, people. It's just me stuck in traffic at the moment. Always entertaining. Alrighty, so this is dual carriageway, as you can see. So I'll leave it here for the moment, and I'll catch up with you guys when I get into something more interesting. See you in a bit. Alright, managed to get off the dual carriageway. I'm in Glatwell now, just coming into Glatwell. Having a whale of a time. I think it's more to do with the weather than anything else. It's that perfect weather for biking, in my opinion. We're about 18 degrees, we've got blue skies, and it's just really pleasant, you know. It's not baking hot. I don't know about everyone else, but for me, riding in crazy hot weather is not fun for me. You know, when it hits like 30 degrees and you're just sweltering in your leathers at any traffic lights. It's a case of endurance, I think, when it's like that, and it kind of takes the fun out of it. Equally, if it's too cold or too wet. I mean, I've done it all, but if I was to pick perfect weather, it would be this. Tip top. I was messing around with the gadgets that I've got available to me there on the dual carriageway. It's absolutely insane, the stuff that this bike can do. I mean, rightly or wrongly, you know, having that amount of stuff available to you when riding, you know, but I was just able to dial out, make a phone call, go through my phone book, all using the dash while on the dual carriageway, while at the same time being able to turn on my music and equally be able to choose what track to listen to. I mean, that's insane, isn't it? Just listening to myself saying that while riding, using this the wheel on the left handlebar, I'm able to do all of that. Okay, so I'm on here for another half a mile. My plan is to find a nice cafe or something for me to pull into. Failing that, I'm going to find a garage to get a cold drink and then find a nice place to stop and go from there. Well, I'm going to have to go around there again. Let's do take two. I do like these roundabouts. I do enjoy going around them twice. Right, there we go. Heading towards Mansfield in all of its glory. Connor made me laugh just thinking about him again. One of the things he mentioned while we were chatting was you know, in the 400 miles that he's covered, what he didn't account for was his arse hurting so much on the seat. And it made me laugh because I was exactly the same when I started riding way back with my Harleys. That's the thing they do not mention in all the marketing material, that your arse will hurt. He said he was looking for a comfort seat and it was around 300 quid. And we both just smiled at that because I don't think that would be a wise move. If anything, I actually said to him, you should look at those beanbag things. I know Pete picked one up for his cross runner, and he swore by it. I think that was only about 20 quid. Alrighty, hello Mansfield. I'm hoping you're not going to take me through the centre of Mansfield because that would be a bit annoying. You're welcome. The sign there said thank you for going 25. I've had to adjust the suspension on the bike for the panniers and the additional weight, and I'm now slightly on tiptoe, which is a bit weird. I'm used to flat footing the bike. Keeps catching me out every time I put my feet down. Gorgeous dog there. Okay, turning left in about half a mile. Just thinking about those Bonnevilles again outside the Onderman. They were fantastic. That T120 was a particularly nice one, but you know, both bikes are great. The T100 and the T120 that were outside. Such iconic machines. I need to take another one for a ride, I think. I like to ride the Scrambler as well, the Ducati Scrambler, that is, as a bit of a comparison. I'm at the moment just looking at my options for a new second bike, and I want to keep it simple and basic much like the K100 was. But the key thing for me, second bike, is that I want it to be comfortable yet fun. Yeah, the K100 was a lot of fun, but it wasn't comfortable at all. Not for me, anyway. And that's not a fault of the bike. I must stress that. It wasn't the bike, it was a fault of me, because my knees are just not comfortable on it. So that's led me to a modern retro, as much as that is a bit of a cliche now, I guess, in the bike world, with modern retros and all that kind of stuff. But that's the kind of thing I would like to have. And the top of the list is a Bonneville, and I'm looking at, with my budget, realistically a T100 or a street twin, and I like both of them a lot. Or, as I've just mentioned, a Ducati Scrambler, and the other option is the Royal Enfield Interceptor, which I've ridden and I enjoyed a great deal. So yeah, they're my options. If you have any opinions of yours on any of those bikes, please share them with me. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I've ridden the obviously the Royal Enfield, and I've ridden the T120 a while ago, so I'll have to ride them all again to make a decision. But I never ridden the Ducati, which is something I'm going to try and get sorted. And it'll be one of those things to tick off the bucket list. I've always wanted to ride a Ducati. Anyway, I think I'm making my way out of Mansfield now, which is good. Nothing against Mansfield, I just didn't want to be in a town centre. But even though I'm going through a town centre, I'm having a really good time. Just taking my time, bibbling along, enjoying the ride. Oh, look at that. It's a wind farm. Wow. I always like wind farms, I don't know why. I always think they look, I don't know, I'm lacking the vocabulary at the moment. I'm going to say peaceful, but that's the wrong word. We might be heading on to dual carriageway again. In fact, that's exactly where we are now. So I'm going to cut it short just there, and I'll catch up with you guys when it gets a little bit more interesting. See you in a bit. Hello! Back again. Look at that. Spectacular, isn't it? Cal works on those things as part of his job. You look at them, you can see them all the way across there. So hopefully I'm going to find somewhere now that I can pull in for a quick drink and stretch my legs. So we're on the A617. Heading towards Newark, just in case you're interested. Oh, it's a good bit of A road, isn't it? Oh, this is what we like to refer to as a Pete-friendly road. He does like his sweeping A roads. Oh, it's lovely, it really is. What a lovely road this is. Cruiser boys right there, all in black. Oh, the fields look great, don't they? Just wonder if I can see how many miles I've done. So I've done 90 miles so far today. It's not bad going. I think it might be about 140 mile day, so nice and easy. Averaging around 52 miles per gallon, which is exceptional, and I've got about 125 miles left in my tank, so I'm not going to need a petrol station anytime soon. Okay, I think that said Kirklington or something like that, so I'm hoping we'll have a nice little petrol station for a drink or a cafe. Oh wow, beautiful little houses here. Lovely little church too. Yeah, Kirklington. No? Nothing? Oh, bummer. Well, onwards. That's nuts though. I just figured out that I could get a whole bunch of information up on the screen just by one button. Once I get past this, I'll show you if you're interested. So just by pressing up on the menu button on the top of the dash just there where you can see the fuel gauge, it'll cycle through a whole load. Let's go with a whole load of information. So I've just tapped it once, gives me the total miles I've done on the bike, so 1,900. Tap it again to go up to my first trip, which is the total miles again. Second trip, which is 90 or 92 now. Again, miles per gallon, so 51. Time spent riding, just in case you need to know that. Tap it again, I've got the tyre pressures of the front and the back of the bike. How crazy is that? I love stuff like that, really cool. Press it again, gives me how much miles I got left in the tank. It's telling me 127. And then back to my digital fuel gauge, which I like to keep it on. Hockerton. Alright, Hockerton, don't hold out at me. Give me somewhere I can pull in. Oh, look at that place. That's incredible. Ice cream parlour? Shut up. Might have to be the ice cream parlour. It's got to be the ice cream parlour. Okay, I'm going to give this place a go, and hopefully I'll be able to get a drink. Cool beans. I'll see you in a little bit.